up everyone, it's Jay with Trader X, and today I'm going to go over another day trading recap with you guys. So today I ended the day unfortunately down a whole $100 basically, and I ended up taking 4 different trades on 3 different stocks, and I'm going to go through that with you right now. So the first stock that I traded was ticker symbol PIK. So if I pull up the chart, so ticker symbol PIK, this stock I found very attractive when the market opened, because if you guys see, right when the market opened up, this stock pushed from the middle VWAP all the way to the top VWAP, and it had a 25% push right off the bat. And this stock was the number one scanner, like it has been all day. It still is, and the market's closed. It's 225 right now. So this thing really had a huge push, and when stocks have these types of pushes, they tend to just really run on the day and go absolutely ballistic, because a lot of people can make money very fast. So once I saw that, I waited for the stock to approach these overbought levels, this top VWAP, and hit a resistance area and come back down. And I got in my first price point at 405, right around here. I tried to find a support for it, wait and find a support it was going to validate before it went up, and I got in at the price point 405, but unfortunately it ended up flushing me out a few minutes later. So I took a 5% loss of $25, and I ended up taking another position on it, which ended up being another loss, and I'll go through that one with you right now. But after I got flushed out, I still saw a lot of potential because of the move it had, and it was still number one on the scanner. So I was looking to get in after it creep below the EMA line, this line here, and try to find another support and curl up and go to form higher lows, kind of like to follow this type of direction and bounce off this line. So right when the stock curled up above the EMA, I decided to take a position at the price point 395, as you can see here. So I bought in right around here, and the stock actually ended up going around 8.5% in my favor. But the thing is, it flashed up so fast that sometimes when that happens, it will just create a lot of selling pressure, because a lot of people saw it just shoot up so fast and they want to take profits. So it ends up flushing back down. So right when I saw that, I didn't want to sell here because I saw a lot of volatility come in, and I thought it could keep running on a day. So I didn't sell. It ended up stopping me out, unfortunately. And if you guys can see here, this was the move we wanted right here. The stock literally did the move an hour before the market closed at like 12 p.m. and I'm never trading around these times, so I didn't take part in this or anything like that. So I was down $57 with those 2 trades. But the reason why I saw this potential move play out was because if you guys go to the bigger time frames, when the market opened up, this was around where the stock was trading, and I saw potential for it to push above here, because it was a top gapper on the day and it can have these big moves. And if it pushed past this resistance area, I saw it could explode like it did. It ended up having like a 40 to 50% push. If you guys can see right here, this push was 80% from all the way at the bottom from market opens if you got in at the lows. And the reason why the stock didn't go this morning was because of this resistance area right here. This is what we saw, and it didn't end up going until right around an hour before the market closed. I show you it just shot up. So I wasn't around, and I ended up taking a loss right there. And the next stock I traded was ticker symbol TCBP. So if I pull up that chart, you'll see that this stock I was alerted to, because like I always show you guys, this stock was a top gapper and it flushed up. It had this big push of a 10% green candle above the middle VWAP, and I find that to be very attractive enough to show me signs of momentum and that it will go. So right after I saw that move, I wanted it to become a little more better deal territory and approach these support levels. So I ended up waiting for it to come back down and curl up a little, and I got in at the price point 1.3. That's right around here, along the pinkish line right here. And the stock ended up going in my favor too for a little bit, for around 6 to 7% move, and then also like the other one, it hit the resistance level and just flushed me out so fast. So I took part in these two big flushes down, and of course, knowing me, I ended up getting flushed out and the stock ended up going and having the move I was looking for. So things I can do better, and I'm gonna start trying to apply even tomorrow, is trying to get in towards the lows of the day, and the stocks usually tend to follow the support and validate it throughout the day, and if it won't go when I get in and it just flushes down, it eventually they usually kind of do go. If you saw my brother's videos last week, the stocks ended up going crazy after he did buying at lows. You just have to be patient with them sometimes. They can be pretty random when they go, but it's all about having a good risk to reward ratio, so making sure it's worth it. But yeah, I just got flushed out on that. I ended up going later. I just didn't get in at the right time, which was unfortunate, so I ended up losing $23 there. And the last stock I traded was ticker symbol IMPP. So IMPP, if you pull up the chart here, this stock I found so much value in because this stock also had a big push when market opened. It was a top gapper, and when it came back to these levels, I saw potential for it to try and keep making these higher lows like I showed you earlier in the video and validate this line. And also, if you go to a bigger time frame, this stock is right around these levels when the market opened. So I saw potential for it to break above this resistance area right here. And if you look back at the stock in the previous few months, you can see that every time the stock broke above the EMA line, this blue line right here, it tends to go crazy. Right around these areas, you can see right when it broke above, it pushed up 250%. Right around here, it ended up pushing up above the EMA line again and had these huge pushes again. So I saw potential for it because it was a top gapper to break this resistance area after it bounced off the SMA, and if the volatility came in, it could have really gone crazy. So unfortunately, the volume never came in the volatility, so I ended up getting in at the price point 258, right around these lows right here of when the morning started. It was trading between the top VWAP and the middle VWAP. I got in towards the lows of the day and ended up flushing me out later. This one I only lost like 3% on, like around $16. So those were my 4 different trades, and in total I lost $96 today. And things I can do better for sure are trying to get in at the actual lows of the day. I usually wait for a stock to kind of make a move, come back down, and then try and ride it up, but I think it could be a better call to try and get in at the lows of the day and just have a smart area where you're going to stop loss out and make sure that it makes sense to you in terms of how much you're willing to give up on the trade versus how much you make. Because obviously you don't want to have it where when the trade goes your way, you make like half as much as your losses or stuff like that, because that's not going to make you a profitable trader at the end of the day. You're just going to keep losing money, and yeah, you just have to keep stuff like that in mind. So I'm definitely going to work on it. Today there was a lot of opportunity though, so I'm so grateful for that, and yeah, I'm excited to keep coming back at it. So thank you guys all for watching. It's another red day unfortunately, but yeah, I'm excited to come back tomorrow. And if you guys really do enjoy watching our videos, we'd appreciate it if you guys liked and subscribed, and also checked out our Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching.